Good morning, my people. Welcome to my channel. This is Benson the Storyteller. I'm currently taking a walk. There's somewhere I'm going, and I wanted you guys to tag along. This is where I am. This is where I am right now. I'm just passing through this park. Yeah. So, you guys might not believe it, but it's around 4:30 a.m. Right now we're in summer. So, where's the light? Oh, the sun's from the back. Okay, so right now we're in summer. And so there are longer days and shorter nights. And in winter, there are longer nights and shorter days. Now, I haven't yet fully understood the system because, us who live in countries that are immediately below the equator, the sunsets and sunrise are basically constant. They don't change a lot. But in this country, some of these European countries, you find that the time changes. I know to a lot of you it won't make sense, because it also didn't make sense to me at first. We have these seasons. We have winter, autumn, summer, spring. I think those are them. And I used to think that spring was when right after winter and before summer, there's a season called spring. And I used to think it's just called spring because that's when the leaves spring out from the trees and the flowers and everything, which is true. But I didn't know it's also called spring because the time springs forward. Like, time changes by 1 hour either forward or backwards. All right. So if you're in Kenya, there are times where the time difference is 2 hours, and there are times when the time difference is 3 hours. So in summer the time difference is 2 hours. I'm passing a bridge over here. Yeah, guys, I'm passing this. There's a river. If you can see, there's a river that passes here through this park I've just come from. Yeah, so as I was saying, in summer the time difference between Europe and Africa is basically 2 hours, but in winter it's 3 hours. So in spring the time moves forward by 1 hour and the clocks change. Okay, and then we have fall. Now, fall is also known as autumn, right? And it's when the leaves from the trees fall down, and that's what I always knew. But then it also means it's the time when the clocks fall back. All right, they fall back by an hour. All right. Oh, this is one of the parks. I like this country because there are so many beautiful open spaces. It's not all clogged up. There's a lot of beautiful parks and open, manicured lawns and all that stuff. Yeah. So as I said, it's It's 4 something in the morning, and that's why you see there are not so many cars on the streets yet, and it's sunny. Basically the sun's already out, you know. Back at home and in most of the African countries, you'll find that the sun comes out at around 7ish, or maybe if it's very early at around 6. So here you can see that the sun's already out, and it's just few minutes to 5 in the morning. Oh yeah. Still early. People, these roads are usually busy, but since it's still early, people are still asleep. People are still asleep. Yeah. I like taking these walks in the morning. Just get some fresh air and exercise. Oh, the train is passing up there. Guys, that's the train. That's the train. Yeah, that's the train from probably London. Passing through this tunnel. Another good thing is that as much as, you know, there's all this open space, you know, the security is quite very good. You hardly hear any case of anybody who's been robbed. I know those cases might be there, because there's nowhere where it's 100% safe. But comparing it to other places, I think this place is relatively very safe. Oh, this is the Toyota dealership. This is where they sell cars. And cars here are very, I mean, getting a brand new car is very expensive. I don't know if they have the prices on the screens. They usually do. They've taken them out. Yeah, brand new cars are kind of expensive, but second-hand cars are all over the place, and they're very cheap. You know, they're very cheap, but they're also brand new, and you'd hardly tell the difference. Unless you check the mileage, you would assume that they're new. One of the things that I notice very fast in this country is that you can't find any battered up car on the road. I think even a dented car on the road, I haven't come across any dented car on the road. Oh, this is another dealership. It's called Bridge House Motors. Here they also sell cars. They also sell cars over here. Yeah. So this is one of my regular walks in the morning. It's very refreshing. That's a bus stop over there. It's a bus stop over there. Yeah. Oh, there's a river also here. There's a river that passes here. You see, that's a river. A small river. It passes through there. Yeah. So as I was saying, as much as you might see me passing through these bushy places, and there's a lot of this type of paths. There's so many. They're called bicycle lanes, pedestrian lanes. So wherever you want to go, if you check on your Google Maps, you'll find the road for the cars, you'll find the bicycle lanes, and then you'll find the pedestrian lanes. So you don't have to walk beside the road. You can just use these pedestrian paths that are webbed all over the town to go to where you're going to. And I think that's more safe than having people walk by the sides of the road. Yeah. So like here, there's this tunnel over here. You don't have to cross the busy highway. You see, that's another path leading to that side. These paths are all over. And then you have this path over here. You know, guys, the very first time that I used to take this pathway, especially in winter. Winter, it's usually very dark. And I was really scared. Just look at the way this place looks like. And consider that I'm here all alone. You see? There's nobody here. So imagine when it's dark in winter. It's very scary. I don't know if you guys have watched this movie called Wrong Turn. Yeah, it's a horror. It's called Wrong Turn. If you look at that movie, it just looks like this place, where those people are jumping through the bushes, chasing you with bows and everything. Wrong Turn just looks like this place. Yeah, but I've been here so many times at night, and nothing's happened. So, and I've never had any incident. The only thing I know is that you might come across foxes. Foxes are they are small dogs. They look like small dogs, but with a pointed kind of mouth and a bushy long tail. Yeah. But generally, foxes, they don't attack human beings. They basically eat these birds and stuff, and the squirrels. Yeah. And another good thing I like is that the fact that there are no snakes. There are no snakes in this country. And I'm like, how? Snakes, I assume there's probably, except for Antarctica, snakes would be everywhere. But then I thought about it, and it also makes sense, because how would they survive the winter? You know? I think it's just about survival. They cannot survive the winter here. Even if you're to smuggle a snake somehow and throw it into these bushes, I think it's just because of the weather. It would probably just die, because after winter, after summer, it will just survive. But then when it gets to winter, I think it would probably just die, you know. Oh, someone's walking his dogs. I hope it's a tame dog. I hope it's tame. Yeah, it is. Morning, how are you? Yeah. You see that dog? It's got a muzzle on its mouth. And when I was approaching, he had to pull it to the other side, meaning it's not fully tame. It's not used to being out in public. And it looks like a pit bull. Those dogs are crazy. Guys, you see the sun. The sun's now really out. Sun's really out, and it's still 5 in the morning. So those of you who love nature walks, you know, I think you'd love this place. You know, if you love going out for walks in the nature, you know, just you and fresh air, the trees, the birds, I guess you'd love this place so much. You know, it's almost got this vibes like you're in Karura Forest. That's a walkway into these homes. Yeah, so that's another pathway going in a different direction. You see, as you walk, you'll notice on the footpaths, you see, they show that this is for the bicycles and the walk lanes. And occasionally you'll find these signs that tell you the directions, like where this path goes to, the one I'm from, and then this side, because it's an intersection. So yeah, so these walk paths, like now I'm crossing the road again. The other time I crossed using a tunnel, now I'm crossing it over a bridge, as you can see. So it's safe, rather than, if you look, you'll see that most of the time besides the main roads there's no walkways. All right, there are no pathways. So the pathways are designed in a way that you'll get to wherever you're going, but you don't have to walk besides the main road. You know, just for safety. Hi. Just for safety. Yeah. So we're still on the pathways. And one other thing I just wanted to mention, something else I wanted to mention was, you see that's and then I think that's a bus stop over there. So you can alight there, or you can go and take a bus there. and come to the pedestrian paths. Yeah. So one other thing I wanted to say was, like, you see how back at home we've got estates, right? We call them estates. Here, they're either just called streets, they're called courts, they are called close, street, close. They don't call them estates. Yeah, or they just call them drive. You see? Drive, close, street. Yeah, so as you can see, guys are still in the houses because it's still early. People are still asleep, you know. Oh, listen to the birds. Yeah. So people are still in the houses because it's still 5 early in the morning, but the sun's out. My people, the sun's out. You see, right behind me, the sun is out. So in this country, all the houses have numbers, and the numbers go with the name of the road or the street or the drive. All right. So if someone, they say postcode, so every area has its different postcode. So if someone's to give you their postcode, just by the postcode alone, you would be able to go right to his place, you know, because there's the town planning. All right. So even if you have a letter, it's not like back at home where you have to go to specific designated places like the post office to go and receive your letters and your parcels. Here, your letter, there's a letter, a mailman comes directly to your door and posts your letter there. And also there are post boxes where, like, you can go and put your letters. So the mailman, they walk around and collect them and take them to the post office. So this is another bus stop. But you see on that side, because this is not like a major highway, so there's a walk path on that side and there's a walk path on this side too. Yeah, so as I said, the planning of residential areas is done in such a way that if someone's to give you their address, you could just punch it into Google Maps and you get the directions, either by car, by bus, bicycle, or if you're walking. And all the routes have, if the bus has its own route, the car, if you're going by car, has its own route. Bicycle, some places are just bicycle lanes, some are just pedestrian lanes. So yeah, this goes into another place. I've not come across anywhere here called an estate. Groove, close, drive. I haven't come across a place that's called an estate yet. And litter boxes are like, you know, they're like everywhere. So I think that's why it's generally the streets are clean, because every so distance you'll find that there's a place to throw your rubbish. So it would be kind of silly to just throw rubbish around while there are so many dustbins all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Like now, this is Westminster Road. So you'll find that the house numbers, so like number 3 Westminster Road, number 10 Westminster. So, and in the whole of the town, you won't find a road, you won't find a name of a road that are like 2 different roads. There's only one Westminster Road. Alright, so there'd be only one house number 2 or 10 Westminster Road. Alright. Now the problem with back at home, you cannot give someone a house number and a direct address like that and expect them to reach. You might give them the name of the general area, and then you might use like landmarks, like, oh, go to this hospital, or next to this church, or this school, or this bridge, you know, turn left, you know, just using physical descriptions. But you can't just give them one. You can't like just give them an address and expect them to reach there. Yeah, so yeah. So this is my morning walk. Get some fresh air before the day really starts. Yeah, people are slowly getting up now. They're slowly getting up. Yeah. Yeah. So Center show. So that's another walkway across the road and to the other side. No, that's a bus lane. Oh, this is another bus stop. And I guess that looks like a school, maybe. Or just another park. Yeah, guys. Yes. Oh, look at this park. This is really interesting. The thing I like about this place is that you find that there are parks, several different parks around residential areas where the kids can actually play. It's really interesting. It's not like in Kenya where kids are kind of locked up and trapped into between concrete buildings, you know. Kids don't have anywhere to play at all. See, litter boxes put all around so that people can keep the environment clean. I'm here, I'm waiting for the bus so that I can head home after my walk. I don't want to walk back home. The sun's come out, and so I'm trying to take out my card because that's how we pay the bus. Yeah. The bus system is also kind of reliable. Because as you can see, they tell you about the routes of the stages, and the route that the bus will take and the times. You see, guys? You see this time? These are the times, Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And at the exact time that you see over here is when the bus will come. So, and they tend to stick very strictly to the time. That's why sometimes the buses have their own lanes, so that even if there's traffic, they use the specific designated lanes for the buses, so that they can skip traffic, just to make sure that they're on time. All right. And I think sometimes back I saw that Kenya had some red lanes. I think they were trying to copy that concept. I don't know if it worked, but in this country you see some places where the road is there are red patches, sometimes it's yellow, and it's only for buses, and usually they're in areas where there's a lot of congestion. So there are places where only buses can follow specific roads, and other vehicles cannot, so that they can quickly bypass traffic and jams. What time is it? Let's see. The bus should be here in around 3 minutes if it's not late. It's 26 past and the bus should be here at 29 past. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm just here at the bus stop, waiting for the bus. And here it is, right on time. Hello, I'm going to the town.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm the first in the bus, it seems. Guys, the strange thing is that the buses are stopped at this bus stop, and the driver's waiting because he cannot go earlier than time. So that means that he arrived at my bus stop a little early, so he has to wait until the time that he should be leaving this particular bus stop, so that he can arrive at the next bus stops on time. Yeah, the buses are not supposed to be too early and they're not supposed to be too late. So basically, he's waiting for time. Yeah. so narrow. The roads are so narrow. The bus can barely fit. People are coming in now. See how narrow the roads are. The bus has to make way for that car. These are the red lanes I was telling you. Only the bus can pass here. Like this lane, you see it's red. Only buses can pass here. If you pass here with a private vehicle, you'll get fined. I'm headed home. Yeah, I'm headed home. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and see you guys later.